Welcome everyone, I hope you're doing well. This video is going to be going over a trade that I took using the strategy that I posted in my last video, which was the simple day trading SMC strategy, where I talked about using the liquidity grabs all on the 1 hour time frame after a range, and then trading the retest from that. And as you can see by the chart here, this trade is running very nicely. We just got tagged in, and if the full target is hit, it will be 6.4%, but already looks like a good trade, and I can look to take partials, which I might do at the moment. But if you haven't seen the strategy video, then I'd recommend checking it out first and then coming back to this video, or you can watch this video, learn about the trade I took, and then watch the video after if you're interested in the strategy. But either way, I hope you learned something from this video, and if you want to be able to take trades like this, then make sure to stick around till the end. And so, as I mentioned in the previous video, it's all done on the 1 hour time frame. Well, the range is found on the 1 hour time frame, and then you can go to the 4 hour, 2 hour, and 1 hour to look for supply and demand zones. And so if we go to the 1 hour and I delete everything, then just look somewhere on this chart for a range. And there are actually a few examples. I mean, you could call this a range, just these 3 candles in a row, but that's not what I'm looking for. And you could also call this a range, because it is, but it's not something I looked at. Just this little bit of price in here before it expanded up. And then, I mean, you could have looked to get on a retest maybe here, but we didn't get a big enough pullback. And the range wasn't really taken out. You know, you got the Asian lows swept, but not really any liquidity within the range was swept before pushing out. So that wasn't following the rules. But if you look up here, you can see that there was a clear range from here going up, just in this area here. You get multiple candles on the 1 hour, just going up and down, not really in price action, showing any potential moves. And then here you get low momentum, small candles, small bodies, just within the range. Nothing really happening. And then as the Asian session takes off, you get a break above this range. So you get your liquidity grab, which can be seen by this candle. And price doesn't hold above here. You know, you get a couple of candle closes above, but that's fine, because then price not only pushes back into the range, but it goes straight through. And you can see bearish candle, huge bearish candle, a little pullback, and then another bearish candle, probably some news candle here. And then price aggressively pushes down. Multiple bearish candles in a row. Price has shown what direction it wants to go in. But the main thing is that the range followed the rules from the strategy video that I showed you. You got the range on the 1 hour liquidity grab, and then a close below on the other side that confirms the liquidity grab and confirms that our direction is now bearish. And so once you get this close below the range, you remember that I said you're not just waiting for a close below, because then the next candle could push back up. And so you're not going to place your limits after this candle close here with your stop loss above there. You can, I mean, obviously, play it on nicely if you're targeting the structure over here. Nice 2%. And this is a way you could trade it if you want, maybe. Don't take my word for that, I haven't tested it, and this isn't how I use it. But, you know, if you get a liquidity grab on one side and then just candle close on the other, that could be your rule if that's something that you want to trade. Again, having a strategy is all about having rules in place that you stick to and have confidence that and data to back up that over time you will make profit. But that's not what I did, so we can ignore that. You can just forget about that if it was a bit too much. But once we get this confirmed area, I was looking to get in on a retest at this point here, with obviously stop loss above the high, and then targeting some structure that was formed before the pullback, so in this case over here. But then this is only a 3% trade, which is again still nice, but what I said is you can go to different time frames. So you first check the 4 hour, see if there's a supply zone, and there is, but as you can see, there isn't any imbalance caused by this candle after it. So all the imbalance that was created here has been filled by this candle here. As you can see by this wick, touches up into the supply zone before pushing down. So I went to the 2 hour, and there was a perfect little supply zone where price, before pushing down fully, it made a small push down, and then a little range push up, where the institutions were most likely adding to their position, trying to push price up a little bit to get better fills on their orders, and then it took off again. So what this did is it left behind this supply zone here, which I marked up, and waited for, as you can see here, a lot of liquidity being built up in this little range here. Some somewhat equal highs here, that create inducement. And so when I saw that, I just get rid of that. Once I saw that, I placed my limits on the supply zone and waited for it to get triggered, which it did just recently. And you can place a stop lot where you want. You can place it above here for more safety and lower risk reward, or as I did for this trade, you can place it above the supply zone. When it looks like a clear supply zone like this, I have a lot of confidence that it's going to hold, and so that's what I did. And then take profit here for 6.5%. And this is quite a long trade to hold, so what you could do, you could take partials here, you can take partials here, and then you can take all of it here, or most of it, and let some of it try and run all the way down, but that's up to you. I haven't taken any partials yet, but I'm going to consider taking some now, because you can see here, there was a bit of liquidity grab here, and so price might turn bullish from here. But whatever I do, I think that this trade worked out very nicely, and it followed the rule to a T, the strategy to a T, ticking all the boxes for the rules, all of them followed, and that's a good strategy. If you can follow the rules, and it's easy to trade, easy to spot, then you're on the right track. And hopefully some of you took action on the strategy video after seeing it, and maybe you spotted this trade as well. If you did, then leave a comment, that's great. And if not, now you know to look out for it. And this is just another example, I guess, of something that you could have taken, and another example to learn from. That's going to be everything from this video. The next one is going to be a strategy that I use on NASDAQ, the NAS 100. So if you're interested in indices trading, it might be able to be applied to forex. I haven't tested it yet, but it works on NAS 100 brilliantly. So if you're looking forward to that, then leave a like on this video and subscribe so you don't miss it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.